This video is an overview of how to set up your Intex sand filter. Shown here is the 35 cm system. Instructions are the same for the 30 and the 40 cm sizes. Setup is simple and easy, but care must be taken to follow all the instructions and recommendations in this video and your owner's manual. Failure to do so could result in injury or product damage. Please follow these recommendations when setting up your filter pump. Choose the location carefully. Once the sand tank is filled with sand, it will be heavy and difficult to move. The filter pump should be as far from the pool as the hoses will allow. Do not place anything near the pump that might impede the flow of air. Good air circulation is important for motor cooling. Do not turn the pump on unless the pool was filled with water to the proper level. Do not operate the pump when there are people in the pool. You will need an electrical outlet within reach of the power cord, but not closer than 3.5 meters from the pool. You must be able to plug the pump into an electrical outlet without using an extension cord. Use only a GFCI or RCD electrical outlet for safety. If the outlet trips the circuit repeatedly, correct the problem before using the pump. You will also need a Phillips head screwdriver, a level stable platform, which is vibration-free, on which to place the system, and either a number 20 silica sand or glass media. Do not use synthetic sand. Be sure to keep children away from sand and glass media. And take precautions against sand and glass dust in the air, which can irritate eyes and lungs. Begin by removing the pump and all accessories from the packaging. Inspect for visible damage, including the laterals at the bottom of the sand tank, to see that they are not damaged. Do not assemble the pump if the parts are damaged or missing. For replacement parts, please visit our website at www.intexcorp.com. Place your platform midway between the plunger valves of the pool, as far from the pool as the hoses will allow, so the pump cannot be used to climb into the pool. The platform must be placed on a firm, level surface. Place the tank support base on the platform as shown. Then, place the tank on the support base. The tank drain cap should be facing away from the center of the platform. Lower the pump motor assembly onto the tank support base as shown. The water inlet port should face the pool. Some communities require that the filter and pump be secured to the ground. Check your local requirements. Locate the leaf trap pre-filter housing. Unscrew the leaf trap housing collar with a counterclockwise rotation. Remove the cover and O-ring and take out the filter housing nut and basket. Push the leaf trap housing against the water inlet port on the motor until it stops. Screw the filter housing nut onto the water inlet until it is finger tight. Replace the leaf basket, cover, and O-ring. And replace the housing collar. It should be hand-tightened only. Tighten the air release valve on top of the leaf trap. Attach the two filter pump hoses to the plunger valves on your pool. Slide the hoses onto the plunger valves and secure them with the attached hose nuts. Tighten the hose nut snugly. Do not over-tighten. Check that both plunger valves have been turned clockwise to the closed position. Connect the other hose to the lower plunger valve on your right and to the leaf trap inlet port. Tighten the attached hose nut. Using your Phillips screwdriver, remove one of the bolts from the clamp at the top of the tank and remove the clamp. Lift the pipe inside the sand tank until you see the minimum and maximum lines on the pipe. The amount of sand in the tank must be in between these two indicators. Replace the pipe. The pipe hub should be centered at the bottom of the tank. To avoid getting any sand in the pipe, place the sand shield over the top of the tank. Sand in the pipe will interfere with the operation of the filter. Refer to the chart in your manual for the quantity of filter media required for your filter pump. Slowly fill the tank with sand using approximately half the recommended amount. Carefully remove the sand shield to avoid getting any sand inside the pipe. Then distribute the sand evenly in the tank. Add some water to the tank. This will hold the sand in place when more sand is added. Replace the sand shield and resume filling the tank until the sand is between the minimum and maximum marks on the pipe. Remove the shield and distribute the sand evenly in the tank. Then, wipe away any sand from the edge of the tank. Please consult your manual during the installation of the 6-way valve. Improper installation can be hazardous. Carefully lower the 6-way valve onto the tank, making sure that the pipe inside the tank fits securely into the bypass valve on the bottom. There are 3 hose ports on the 6-way valve. Position the valve so that the port with the cap, the drain waste port, faces away from the pool. The water inlet port will then face the motor, and the valve's water outlet port will face the pool. To secure the 6-way valve to the tank, fit the clamp over the lip of the tank and the valve flange. Replace the bolt removed earlier and tighten it with a Phillips screwdriver. Tighten the bolt on the other side of the clamp. Check that the L-shaped O-rings are installed in the motor outlet port and in the 6-way valve inlet port. Attach the supplied short hose to the motor outlet port and the 6-way valve inlet port, tightening the hose nuts at each end. Do not over-tighten. Connect the hose attached to the upper plunger valve on the left to the 6-way valve outlet port. Double-check that the plunger valves are closed. The power switch is on the digital control panel. Use this button to turn the unit on or off. The 6-way valve should be closed. The pump must never be turned on when the valve is in the closed position. Pressure buildup could lead to an explosive rupture. When turning the 6-way valve to other positions, the pump must be switched off. Plug the pump into a GFCI or RCD electrical outlet. Open the plunger valves by turning the plunger valve handles counterclockwise until they stop. Remove the cap from the drain waste port at the back of the 6-way valve. Attach a hose to the port. The other end of the hose should lead to a suitable drain. A separate hose is not provided for this port. You may use the hose between the outlet port on the 6-way valve and the upper plunger valve on the left after closing that plunger valve. Once you've connected the hose, depress the 6-way valve handle and turn it to backwash. You must depress the valve handle first in order to turn it. Backwashing is the first step in flushing dirt and air out of your system. Turn the pump on. Water will circulate the sand and out the drain waste port, pushing out any dirt or trapped air. Continue in the backwash mode until the water runs clear in the drain sediment window located next to the drain waste port. Turn the pump off. Turn the 6-way valve to rinse. Turn the pump on and let it run for a minute. This will level out the sand after backwashing. Switch the pump off. Remove the hose from the 6-way valve drain waste port and replace the cap. If you use the hose between the pool and 6-way valve, replace it now and open the plunger valve. Turn the 6-way valve to filter. Turn the pump on. Water should be flowing into the pool from the pool upper connector, the inlet jet. You can adjust the direction of the inlet jet by hand. If there is air in the leaf trap pre-filter, check that all connections are tight. Loosen the air release valve on top of the leaf trap until water runs out and retighten the valve. If necessary, follow the same procedure with the release valve at the bottom of the leaf trap. Note the pressure level on the pressure gauge. The pressure gauge is found on the 6-way valve next to the sediment window. Over time, as the filter cleans your water, dirt will accumulate in the sand and pressure will rise in the tank. Check the pressure gauge frequently. When the needle in the pressure gauge reaches the yellow zone, backwashing will be necessary. The timer on the digital control panel will run the pump automatically for a set number of hours at the same time each day. To use the timer, you must first unlock the system. Press and hold the Lock/Unlock button until the numbers on the screen start to flash. Then use the stopwatch button to set the desired number of operation hours. Pressing the stopwatch button will increase the time of operation by 1 hour each time you press it to a maximum of 12 hours. Check the operation timetable chart in the manual for the recommended number of hours for your pool. After setting the timer, prevent unauthorized changing of the operation cycle by using the Lock button. While the number of hours on the LCD is still flashing, press the double Lock/Unlock button until you hear a beep. Alternatively, after 10 seconds of idling, the system will automatically lock itself. The number on the LCD will stop flashing when locked. To change the settings again, simply press and hold the Lock/Unlock button to unlock. The built-in timer will now activate the sand filter pump at the same time each day for the number of hours you have set. Turn the power off to stop the timer. To operate the sand filter pump manually, press the power button to turn on the pump, press Lock/Unlock, then keep pressing the timer button to scroll through the settings until the LED displays FP. This indicates that the timer is off and the pump is now operating continuously. Before proceeding with any cleaning or maintenance to your pump, turn the pump off and disconnect the power cord. Close both plunger valves. Release pressure in the pump by opening the release valve at the bottom of the leaf trap housing. To clean the leaf trap pre-filter, unscrew the housing collar, remove the cover and O-ring, and take out the leaf trap basket. Remove any debris from the leaf basket by hand or with a garden hose. Then, replace the leaf basket, cover, and O-ring and screw the housing cover back onto the trap. It should be hand-tightened only. Close the release valve. With proper care and maintenance, your Intex sand filter will give you years of clean, fresh water.